What's up guys, Rand Razor here with another tech video for you guys today. And today we take a quick look at the all-new iPad mini 4. So of course without further ado, let's slice this open, test it out, and give you guys my quick in-depth review. So throughout the entire keynote, the iPad mini 4 was probably the device I was most looking forward to. I've been using the original iPad mini here for the past 3 or 4 years, and I definitely have to say after 3 generations, I figured it would be time for an upgrade. The iPad mini 4 still comes in your traditional Apple packaging here. Obviously Apple is trying to show off the thinness of the new iPad mini 4. On the backside here, we do have the information on what model this is. This is the 64GB iPad mini 4 Wi-Fi only model, Space Gray Edition. All my devices are black. The MacBook Pro has a black border, the iPhone Space Gray, so I like to keep it all matching. And I got the Wi-Fi model only just because I don't want to pay any more on my cell phone bill for the cellular service on the iPad, since, well, Wi-Fi is pretty much everywhere. Slicing this open, the first thing we introduce, of course, is the iPad mini itself. It looks like Apple updated their packaging with a more translucent, softer material here than their traditional clear plastic one. We also have a 10-watt charger. Looks like a quick start guide, some warranty information, as well as your Apple stickers. The last thing we get, of course, is a neatly packed lightning cable. So here's the iPad mini 4 itself. Got a bit more packaging here to take off. And for those of you who pick up the Space Gray model, this is also what it's going to look like. So one new feature of the iPad mini 4 is the anti-glare coating that Apple attempted to put on the iPad mini 4. You guys can obviously tell there is still a bit of glare, but is a little bit reduced compared to last year's model. The iPad mini 4 is probably one of the biggest changes to the iPad mini line since the original iPad introduction. The mini 4 is now 18% thinner than the iPad mini 3. The mute and ringer switch has been removed and the volume buttons in a higher position. The mics have also changed position from the top here all the way to the camera as well as the left side. The Retina display, although retains the same resolution, is a much more higher quality display with a laminated screen, reducing the gap between the glass and the screen itself, and whatever Apple did made the colors pop out significantly more than the past iPad mini 3. And the last couple of things I want to throw at you guys is a thinner design also means it's a lighter device. And for those of you wondering whether past iPad mini cases will fit, unfortunately the iPad mini 4 is just too different. It's also a taller device as well. Spec-wise, the iPad mini 4 features the A8 chip, which gives it a 30% faster CPU processor and 60% faster graphics compared to the iPad mini 3. The front-facing camera on the iPad mini 4 is now a 1.2 megapixel camera, which also shoots 720p HD video. The main camera on the iPad mini also features an upgraded 8 megapixel camera with a native resolution of 3264 by 2448. This gives you the ability to shoot 1080p HD videos, and also allows you to have a burst mode, which the iPad mini did not have before. Unfortunately, the Touch ID sensor on the iPad mini 4 is the same thing as the 3, and not the upgraded version that the new iPhones have. Although the iPad mini does feature a smaller display compared to the other iPads, it still takes advantage of most of iOS 9's features, such as the split screen display. Overall guys, the first impressions on the iPad mini 4 is fairly positive. Many of the updates that were implemented in the iPad mini 4 were certainly well overdue. Considering the iPad mini is the most affordable line of iPads compared to the Air and now the iPad Pro, it's definitely an attractive buy for those of you looking to upgrade to a new tablet. As Apple states, the iPad mini 4 now has similar specs to the iPad Air. This gives the iPad mini 4 a boost in performance as well as apps running quicker and smoother. For those of you who are upgrading from the original iPad mini like I am to the iPad mini 4, this is definitely the model that you should look into. After using the original iPad mini for the last 3 years now, I haven't noticed that many of the apps and just overall performance is pretty slow and laggy. Although it's hard to tell in the video, the Retina display on the iPad mini 4 definitely trumps the original display on the original iPad mini here, with colors popping out a bit more, but the biggest thing with text and stuff that are significantly clearer and smoother. In terms of the cons or things I don't like about the iPad mini 4, I kind of wish it had the ability to use Apple's new Pencil, which is unfortunately only restricted to the iPad Pro. Battery life could have been improved if Apple kept the thicker design with a larger battery. However, I never really complained about the battery life on the original iPad in the first place. Overall guys, this is definitely one of the best iPad minis to date. Not just spec-wise, but the overall features that it finally offers. The iPad mini was always my favorite line of iPads that Apple has to offer. To me, an iPad or a tablet is something that should be conveniently used and carry. The mini is the perfect size to throw in your bag and quickly access when you need it. To me, the iPad Air was always too big, and obviously the iPad Pro is not designed to be carried around, but something to be kept at home or for professional use. So if you're looking for Apple's best and most popular tablet on the market right now, the iPad mini 4 is definitely a great choice. Anyways, thanks for watching guys. Hope you all enjoyed the video, and as always, if you guys have questions or comments about this, ask me in the comment section there down below. Hit that like button, as always helps me out, and I'll see you on the next video.